unfortunately, Briar Star on Dark has 2-paragraph synopsis of the matches. Would you like me to read the synopsis of the match or just tell you what happened?
Why are you trying to make him angry?
No. All right. Okay, match number 1 on Dark. Mayu Yamashita. So this is okay. So this is on Dark. Mayu Yamashita, who I've never heard before, beat Thunder Rosa on Dark by pinfall.
That's weird.
Well, I'm sure if you watched, you watched Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
Remember they showed the clip of Thunder Rosa getting pinned by Mayu Yamashita? That was this.
I missed that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah,
right. Yeah. So that's
another Japanese girl. We don't know who the she is.
But she's gonna. But Thunder Rosa is gonna give her a title match now because she beat her.
Right.
So that's very exciting.
She'll end up beating this girl.
Right. Private Party defeated Bear Country. Captain Sean Dean defeated Konnan Lycan via pinfall.
Who?
Our boys from Jericho Appreciation Society, Matt Menard and Angela Parker, defeated Jake St. Patrick and Sage Scott via pinfall. Willow Nightingale defeated Mila Moore.
Okay. I'm going to save my who's to the end because I can see more coming up.
Okay, well, let me tell you one right now. Rohit Raju defeated Baron Black.
Okay.
Nice.
And Helico defeated Logan LaRue via submission. You excited? No thoughts on that?
That was the main event?
No.
Okay.
Dante Martin defeated Nick Camarado, Joe. I know you're not happy about that.
Terrible.
And in the main event, this is for we have a Konnan.
That's the big star Joe puts all his
right, Nick Camarado.
behind.
He's going to be a heater in AAA one day.
Okay, what makes you think that he would work in AAA? Just I want to throw this out here.
Well, I would like how you had Cross come in and just beat the shit out of everybody. Camarado.
He's not Cross.
He's not Cross. He's not Cross, and he probably can't talk, but he could come in and throw people around and beat people up for somebody.
A lot of people can do that, so why would I pick him?
He's got a unique look.
I like that. Yeah, I'm going to put him under a mask.
He's good where he's at. And dynamites and elevations and yeah.
Put a mask on him and call him El Camarado. El Camarotito. Okay. The main event, Konnan. Okay, so this is the main event. So Pac has got the AEW, you remember?
Yeah, the All-Atlantic
Championship, yeah. Well, he's got a big title defense on this show. It's his first title defense. Guess who he's defending it against? Shota Umino.
Who?
Shota Umino.
Oh, yeah, he was the guy that was in the Forbidden Door, I think.
Right. But he beat him, and he retains the AEW All-Atlantic Championship.
So who to all the people that we never heard of?
Do you want to hear what happened on Dark Elevation?
Not really.
All right, so let's get to Dynamite then. Dark Elevation is canceled this week, and we're going to go to Dynamite. All right, so the show starts off with should be a hearty discussion. We start off with Wardlow against Orange. First of all, they start off in the back. Remember how we talked about how the backstage segments, the backstage promos are just brutal in AEW, and for reasons why I don't know, whether they just shoot one.
They don't spend enough time on them,
and they go, "That's fine. Let's just air it." Because this pre-taped interview was like Orange Cassidy, Trent Barretta, and Chuck Taylor. Said talking about how much bigger Wardlow is, and Chuck Taylor made some goofy saying in there, like, and then how they were going to cheat. And Cassie said, "I don't care." So it really gets you fired up for this match, right? So, this match was a debacle. I have no idea why Wardlow. Wardlow. How much offense do you think Orange Cassidy got in this match? Like percentage-wise, more than that.
35-40.
No way. I thought it was more than 50%. Bro, he was constantly he was constantly reversing every single thing Wardlow tried to do, and hitting him with DDTs out of it and stuff, everything and all that. And this was like I'm just not, bro. This is not the way to book Wardlow. Like ever since he's beaten MJF, so you're trying to tell me he can beat 20 security guards and he's going 11 minutes with a guy that weighs 160 pounds?
It was more than that. Was it 11? Was it 11 minutes, Di? What does it say there?
It says 11 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
I thought it was longer because I heard it was. I was reading online. It was like 18 minutes. Maybe this is I don't know. And guess what they did after the match?
They shook hands or hugged?
No, fist bumped. Fist bump. So, what'd you think of this, Konnan?
Well, I think what they were trying to do is Orange Cassidy's obviously a crowd favorite. He's always come up short, so they just wanted to put him over strong before he did the job. I thought this was going to be like one of those Orange Cassidy Pac or Orange Cassidy Ospreay matches, and we know that Wardlow can have a great match too, but they tried to make it entertaining, which it was. But I'm not into Danhausen. I still ain't feeling whatever the he's doing.
Right. And the +2, it's like, dude, it's like you guys have to stay true to your character, okay? Everybody, every character on that show submits themselves to Orange Cassidy's comedy spots.
Yeah.
I do not think Wardlow is the type of character that would submit himself to those comedy spots. Did you see, like, at the beginning, the thing where so Orange Cassidy puts his hands in his pocket. Well, yeah, he pulled his hands out, ripped his pockets out, then he pulled his straps off, and he just literally let Orange Cassidy walk over and put his straps back on him. And it's like, bro, it's like honestly, if this was Goldberg, because they're trying to treat him like Goldberg, right? If this was Goldberg,
90 seconds.
Wouldn't somebody be saying, "Well, what are you doing? We're not going to do that." No, there's no quality control here with Wardlow's character in this match. That's what I was concerned with, because I think he's, the crowd, it's just they were in the South, they were in Savannah, so the crowd was hot. But I just think that they blindly listen to the live crowd and are not listening to the TV audience, because I'm watching this, it's like this is just bad psychology. It's just like Wardlow should have. Like the way the match was laid out and everything, I don't know. I was not a fan of this at all. Because I think Wardlow should still be more of a killer. They made him he's a guy that had 11-minute match with Orange Cassidy and had trouble beating him, and he fist bumped him after the match. I'm like, that's not the character. I don't envision him doing that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Do you agree with that, Konnan?
Like I said, they want to try to make Orange Cassidy strong before he did the job. That's what they were doing, and they overdid it. So
right.
There is some to what you're saying. Yeah, right. There's a good way. There's a way to protect Orange, but you don't have to, at the same time, dilute Wardlow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You can do both, and they didn't do that.
Right. They showed the highlights of Pac defeating Shota Umino to retain the All-Atlantic Championship, by the way, on the show. Jericho comes out dressed in a suit. Do you have the Ric Flair tweet from this, Joe?
I have it in 1 second.
Find the Ric Flair tweet where he buries Jericho, because he says it's a cheap suit.
What?
I thought Flair buried Jericho.
Why?
Okay, while he was doing this, because I think Flair is still mad at Jericho because he knows Jericho was one of the executive producers on Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh.
And I know that Flair is still upset about the Dark Side of the Ring coverage of him.
So
right?
Flair tweeted a picture of Jericho in the suit and said, "Living legend in your own mind, Shawn Michaels wannabe, Ric Flair never will be. Woo! Where did you buy that cheap suit? Obviously not from Gent's Playbook."
Right.
I did not realize.
I thought the suit was nice.
I didn't realize there was a real issue there over Dark Side of the Ring. When I saw Flair tweet that, I smelled a rat, and I said, all right, Jericho's going to work in Flair's last match.
Bro, here's the thing. Like I said, my issues with Flair are in the past, but, bro, you're about to have your last match. You want people to look at you in a good vein. WWE just brought you back. Why are you still throwing shade at people? Just, bro, it's not cool look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just be an older guy with grace and let Jericho do his shit. How do you know he had anything to do with you getting buried?
Right. And +2, Flair's got his last match coming up. This is not good PR for that. You know what I'm saying? Because the AEW, because the last thing I should know, the very last thing you want on social media are the AEW mob coming after you, right? Okay, so next, wait, why am I on the hit list here?
By the way, I like Jericho's promo.
Yeah, no, so I was going to get to this. I lost my page here real quickly. Let me get to it. Chris did cut a very good promo here, okay? Because basically he buried Eddie pretty good. The line I liked at the end, the last line at the end was the best line. But Jericho was really good on the mic here. He's trying to sell this match, and he said he's going to be the pain maker instead and everything. I'm surprised that Chris is. I don't know why Chris is a mark for all these bloody, like, he wrestled Nick Gage and
remember
he's wrestling Eddie but it's kind of that's. Well, what do you think about that, Konnan?
When he wrestled Ambrose in WWE, he took that tack bump, and I remember you were not happy about that either.
I just think he prides himself on showing his versatility.
Right. So basically, the outline of this is: you're not a liar, you're a loser. Jericho concluded.
Did you hear?
So then they go back.
He did a podcast. I don't know if you guys knew it from knowing him personally and stuff, that what his health concerns were that he had in England. Did you know about this?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you heard the show or you knew from him in general,
Yeah, no, I knew, I read.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they go backstage, and Eddie, Ruby Soho, and Ortiz. Eddie does this thing in his promos now where he's trying to act like he's shooting, because he was complaining about, he gets 5 minutes and I just get this.
Right.
And he cuts a promo, he got his face. Bro, this is, if you don't have a lot of time to cut a promo like these guys have backstage and everything, at least Eddie makes every second of the time he has, he gets a lot out of it. Because this was a good heated promo. He said he's going to pay. He said he pointed out the brace on Ruby's hand and Ortiz's shoulder. This was funny, though. He pulled Ortiz's hat off his head. He goes, "Look at what you did to Ortiz." And he looked pretty good with his hair like that. Did you notice that, Konnan?
Yeah. Right?
It's like, they should, if he looked, they really didn't sell him losing his hair because he looked good. His haircut looked good. But he basically said he's going to make him pay in blood. But then at the out, he says, "That's my outline." Like what you would say if, like,
right.
I don't know. He tries to do. He doesn't.
Right. He tries to go against the grain. Like, don't hurry me up. I'll do my own promos. I'm doing my own.
Right. But the content of his promos are strong enough for him. I don't think he needs to do that. So, all right. So next, this guy's name is I forgot how.
Takeshita.
What's his? No. That's not how he's pronounced. Because what's his name? Do you see how this guy spells his name, Konnan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take A. And so you would think Takeshita, but like you're looking at the name and like immediately it's going is what you're thinking of when you're looking at this guy's name. But what's the guy's name? Excalibur was pronounced as like Takeshita or Takeshita or so. I don't know. Just made it,
Takeshita or something like
that.
Yeah.
So something. Okay. So for some ungodly reason, this guy Takeshita was on. He wrestled on Dark and got beat by Eddie. Wrestled on Rampage and got beat by Eddie Kingston. So I don't know why he's in this match, but he got color. Like there's blood in this match. This thing went on for it was like 13 minutes. They were doing, like 4 or 5 times during the match. He did the Japanese strong style spot where you stand there and let the guy forearm you back and forth and everything. Like and there was a million like it just. What they were trying to sell here was like a shoot fight type thing, and Moxley was killing him with elbows at the end. It looked like and the guy would fight out of it and stuff. It was just I don't know. It's just this match was not for me. I thought it could have been the way they laid the match out and what they did. This should have been like 8 minutes, but they went 13 and they kept repeating like a lot of the spots over and over until they got to the finish. And then well, what'd you think of this?
I've just seen this type of match too much lately, so I wasn't that into it.
Right. So of all the things they do wrong on this show that we then it basically people call us haters and everything and all that, but this is all basically constructive criticism because we always kind of give suggestions on what else they should do. But Cajun Luchasaurus comes out. Pillman and Garrison are already in the ring.
Pillman looks huge, by the way.
Yeah. Cage addressed the blondes, even though television viewers only had seen them from a long-range spot from behind at this point. Cage mocked Pillman's mullet. Said he fit right in with the Georgia fans. In case like Jungle Boy, Pillman had a father. Cage said he felt that Pillman's father was average at best, but he respected that he poured his blood, sweat, and tears into the business. Cage says Pillman's father would be disappointed that his final contribution to the business was Pillman. Cage had a photo of Garrison appear on the big screen, and it was a picture of Garrison in the jungle. He said annoyed him for some reason. He asked Luchasaurus if Garrison looked like Jungle Boy, and they headed to the ring. The one thing I guarantee that Christian is coaching Luchasaurus because I think since he's been doing these squash matches, I haven't seen him slap the leg one time. Okay, and he's just doing exactly what he should be doing, which is just power moves on the guy, and then the match is over. Have you noticed that, Konnan?
No, but that's a good point. And I think I like the way they've gone back and they've taken Christian, who is completely underutilized, and that trio was JoJo is right. And now they've kind of re-energized Luchasaurus and made him interesting. Right.
I tweeted this on social media. This is a good opportunity for him to change his name to something more menacing. Because his Luchasaurus still kind of sounds cartoonish. You know what I'm saying? Much, yeah. Like something like I said it's like Luchasaurus is something like a kid in a wrestling costume would call himself. That like Mexican wrestling. But after the match, they go to ringside and Pillman confronts him and he distracts Pillman and basically headsbutts him, puts Pillman on the table and chokes some Garrison on him, but didn't break. And then he did the move again and the table broke the second time. That was good. And Christian just stands there with this evil demeanor. and the what do you call it? The turtleneck the whole time. So that's right.
Yeah, and those two guys are buried worse than the Earth's crust.
Bro,
it's incredible how many times he insulted him, and Pillman would pretend he's taking off his shirt and was going to go after him.
Right.
Bro, you're like a self-check.
The amount of times, okay, like if we were keeping score, if you were scoring, the amount of times that Pillman and Garrison did something to go over to the amount of times they get buried, what would the score be on that?
Yeah.
Buried would be winning like 31-0, I think.
Yeah.
Like, bro, these guys, like, you would think like after these guys, lost their girl, they would like, it's like they're like even worse now, It's like,
bro, they just look JoJo as and I like Pillman. You know? They just look JoJo as they come off JoJo as they're booked JoJo as and now they're stuck with it.
Yeah. I honestly though, I would not mind if Pillman really needs to go overboard on the varsity stuff if they're going to bury him, because if they keep getting beat like this and get buried like this, he can just ditch the gimmick and come back as something like dress night, come out with a suit, like he's complete opposite of this. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm not happy what they're doing with my boy Pillman Jr. I like him. So Tony interviews Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard, and Parker backstage, and they're talking about the shark cage is going to be above the barbed wire match. They complained about that. Then Garcia said he understands why he's being placed in a cage, and he also called Wheeler Utah a cosplay version of himself and said he would take the Ring of Honor Pure Rules Championship from him. Did this get you excited for that match?
No.
Though, did this make you excited? Okay, Hangman Page was interviewed by Schiavone. He was quickly interrupted by John Silver and Alex Reynolds, who issued a challenge to the House of Black, calling them spooky perverts. And this was very awkward.
Absolutely nothing.
And it was a very awkward out and awkward promo, right. And just there was no chemistry with, like on the out.
It was just thrown together, yeah.
Yeah, right. Did this make you excited for the match on Friday? Claudio Castagnoli against Jake Hager. I like the beginning of this match. Castagnoli ran right across the ring and hit him with a running uppercut, which looked pretty good. They actually, like, you could tell these guys that work in the WWE, they come from the WWE system, because they tell stories in the match, kind of, because like the beginning of this match, was trying to they were going for their finishes and reversing. He was going for the swing, and like they're telling the story. It was decent storytelling. This match was not that good, but I liked that it had a good plan. Parker and Menard come out to distract Castagnoli. They got a good false finish out of that. We thought the Hager was going to beat him. But basically, he hit him with a sit-out powerbomb and beat him. And I mean, I would have had the heels get heat on him afterwards if they had him out number 3-1. If they're still in this big feud with these guys, What do you think about that?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have gotten heat back. All right, very excited. This was the highlight of the show. Hook was interviewed in a stairwell by Lexi Nair, who is hot, but she's very green. And she noted that he has an undefeated record and asked if a title match would be in his future. And what did Hook say?
Nothing.
And walked away. All right, so let's contrast that with this that they did not air on the show. All right, so play this promo, Joe. They aired that on the show instead of this.
I'm here with Hook. Next week on Rampage, you will face a top prospect from the New Japan LA Dojo. What an exciting way to kick off Forbidden Door weekend. Okay, maybe not. Does anything excite Hook? Okay, I walked into that one. Well,
yes. Well, I was doing here. Hello, Hook. Oh, you're filming something. Oh, sorry about that. Yes, anyways, we are very excited to face off against one of these New Japan top prospect dojo masters or whatever it may be. And we are going to destroy them, we are going to annihilate them, and we are going to eviscerate them. And then
I got this.
Family's got this, I guess. He's got this. So, back to you. Yes.
What'd you think of that? What are your thoughts on that?
It was better than what we saw.
It was better than what we saw, but it's still kind of, it's like, I don't know.
Danhausen's not funny to me, and I still ain't feeling him.
Right. So then they showed footage from, remember I told you on Dark how Miyu Yamashita defeated Thunder Rosa in an eliminator match in Japan?
Yep.
Yeah, well, they showed that. They didn't show the match, they just showed her beating him. So Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm were interviewed backstage by Schiavone in the backstage area, and Rosa called the match with Yamashita a banger. She said that she was sad that she didn't get the win, but she said Yamashita is coming to the United States to get a title shot. Rosa changed the topic to her Thunderstorm tag team, which she was very excited about. Then Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter showed up and told lame thunderstorm jokes and said they know how to handle the damage that thunderstorms can create. And the Rebels showed up with the sandbag, which was handed to Shivani. And Baker said, try to carry that for a month. What'd you think of this promo?
Yeah, it did not make me want to see them wrestle.
Bro, these backstage promos are just like, they get no mileage out of these at all. You know what I'm saying? They get like look at the mileage Christian gets when he talks.
Right.
You know, and like Eddie Kingston, the mileage he gets out when he talks. These other characters on the show don't know how to say anything to get you to care about them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Serena Deeb versus Anna Jay, bro. This was I don't know if Serena Deeb was intentionally trying to make Anna Jay look bad, or if she just like laid out a bunch of stuff that was kind of difficult to do that made both of them not look good with all these reversals and stuff and everything they were doing in this match. This match was not good. Serena finally got her Serenity lock for the win, but it was like they try to do like a fusion MMA style in this and everything. And that's not Anna Jay. She's just like a hot. She can Anna Jay would look better in WWE. Like she wouldn't be as like some of the B players they have on the women there. She could easily be a B player on that show because she's kind of hot. But they try to do too many difficult looking things in this match. Did you watch this?
Yep.
What did you think? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I just think Jay's still green and she's trying to do too much and she's trying to show she's better than she really is, and that hurts her. Just do what you know how to do.
Bro, you're hot. Okay, don't do things that make you look clumsy and make you look like you don't know what you're doing. Just try to be basic out there and just, I don't know. It's like, I would have laid this out a lot different. Mercedes Martinez comes in and
Plus,
pulls
they had no issues. They went in cold. The people weren't into it. When Mercedes came in the end, there was no heat.
So now we go backstage to Jade Cargill, who's watered down with Kiera Hogan Stokely halfway, and the interim baddie, Layla Gray. The Layla Gray girl's pretty hot, though. I think she's attractive, but I didn't like her jeans with the top she was wearing. Jade told Tony to cut the like she always does, and she told Gray to fetch some water, and Hathaway told Cargill and Hogan to trust him, then said they'd be watching Chris Statlander and Athena on Rampage. Does that make you excited about Rampage?
No, and this very uninteresting storyline they've been doing with this Layla Gray for like 3 weeks. Like, do something with it. There's no tension. It's not a cliffhanger. It's not a real big deal. They're trying to make it like it is, and it isn't.
Jay Lethal came to the announce desk and grabbed the headset and actually cut a pretty good promo on Samoa Joe in the short time that he had. Is about the best way I could describe this. Strong, bro. It's like, that's a funny thing. There's people in this company that are strong on the mic. There's no in between. You have characters on the show that are strong on the mic, and you have characters on the show that are weak on the mic. And like, there's no in between. It's like the difference between the mic work on like the characters that are good at it and the characters that are not good at it is like night and day. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Yeah, because Jay Lee, bro, Jay needs more mic time. He cut a good promo here in the short time he had. I bet I'm sure you like this next match, bro. The opening of the 6-man the 3-way tag team match, 3-way dance. They were just doing too many goofy choreographed spots for me. I fast forwarded through most of it. Every time I stopped, they were doing some goofy spots. But maybe that was just bad luck, because like every time I stopped to watch some of it, they would do just this goofy spots. Like they did a spot where they're climbing on their shoulders, walking on the ropes, and they were walking on, like they did the Undertaker thing, and they were both, each guy had the other guy, and the two guys were on the ropes, like facing each other, standing on the ropes, like yelling at each other. And then they finally decided to give them a pull so they could crotch themselves. And I just thought some of these looked so ridiculous. And I just, bro, like the team you would think should go over because they have the most personality are the ones that they beat. Starks got beaten this. What did you think of this, Konnan?
Yeah, I was kind of shocked they gave him the titles. I thought they should have given it to Starks and Hobbs.
Yeah, Keith Lee and Swerve goes over for people that are listening.
There were a couple times when Keith Lee was actually booed.
Right. I didn't know that. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yes.
You know what though? That's what bro. Honestly, the fans.
Bro, listen to his name on Twitter. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yes.
Indubitably.
It's like it's like this guy's like,
he has to be aristocrat. Yeah, like I'm educated. Yeah.
I don't know if you listen to this guy Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
The guy,
Canada,
bro, he's constantly using words that like I have no idea what he's an academic, right?
Right.
He's at least
but
trying
he's
to
an academic.
Right. He's at least trying to be an academic. And it's like, dude, you don't look like an academic. Yeah. You look like... Right.
Indubitably. Come on, dude.
I wonder if Lee was the type of guy that was kind of picked on when he was... You know what he reminds me, bro? I would like to... You know what Keith Lee should be doing? He should be on that show that Tyrus is on. Like two big, giant wrestler guys and everything that are very well-spoken... You know, I don't like coming around. He'd be a great Fox News contributor, Keith Lee would. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't speak like a professional wrestler at all. You know.
Right.
But now they're the champions, and you know, whatever, bro. I wonder if they booed Keith Lee because the fans. You know how like MJF, he's a heel, and they'll still give him heel heat, but like the fans respect. I wonder if the fans are going to kind of start turning on the promotion for the way they're booking Ricky Starks. Because I think the fans kind of know that Ricky is a guy that should be pushed more than he is. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, but they were booing him because a couple things he didn't look good in the match.
Oh, really? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I might go back and watch this when I go to cardio.
Yeah, it's early in the match.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but that was what do you call it? That was our AEW.
All right. You got any comments or anything, on Dynamite or anything else? Send it to the mailbag at K100questions@gmail.com. Boom.